Actually, I'm a little bit ashamed of myself. Nicky boy! Oh, Mr. Light. What a delight to see you. I knew you could do it. I believed in you all along, Nicky boy. I don't know how I can ever repay you. I wonder. Aw, shucks. Thanks, Mr. Light. I just know I'm blushing. You can repay me in a lot of ways. Congratulations, Mr. Nick. The first starts with going down to the county and filing a divorce. Oh, Pearls. I got a bad feeling about this. Gasp! Who's this woman? Oh, she's just, I'm not saying, she's nobody. You're blushing! How dare you do this in front of Mystic Maya? She wants to watch. You should be ashamed of yourself. Ouch. She slapped me. Pearly. This woman is Miss Delight. Fuck, I'm not saying her name. Fuck it. She can change her name if she wants me to say it. She's our client's wife. Even though you're using the unmarried version, whatever. Mr. Nick, it's Mrs., not Ms. Ah, wrong title. Yes? You're even worse than I thought. Going behind the back of your own client. I don't think he cares. Actually, I don't think he'd mind either way. To be brutally honest, I don't think he'd care. No, you got it all wrong. I'll never forgive you. Oh, a double slap. I just wanted... Well, anyway, all's well that ends well, right? We got the sacred urn back and the thief has been caught. You're so right, and it's all thanks to Nicky boy here. But actually, it was you, Miss Delight, that brought us our urn back. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Oh, please, you're embarrassing me. If we won the case. Why does this guy still look so glum? Because he wants to be the Damask. But I am the thief. Actually, where's the thing? What is it, honey? I did my best for you, Ronnie. I know that, and I appreciate it, Desi. But the thing is... Come on, give the kid some time. You just got a little touch of the blues. You know about that feeling blues, right, amigo? Mr. Godot, what are you doing here? Oh, come on. I just came here to say thanks to my newest buddy. You, Mr. Trite. Hey, you should learn my name before you call me buddy. Well, playtime is over. Huh? Early this morning, the body of Kane Bullard was discovered. Kane Bullard? Where have I heard that name before? Isn't that the name of the CEO of KB Security? Body? Estimated time of death was 1 a.m. on October 12th. Hey, Ron, you want to explain something here, buddy? 1 a.m. on October 12th, you don't mean... That's right, amigo. The same time that cheap low urn was being stolen, the CEO of KB Security was being murdered. So then what are you doing here? Oh, come on, you figured it out already, haven't you, amigo? Or... Have you already forgotten about that piece of info I helped you with that today? Helped me out, what? On October 12th at 1 o'clock in the morning, Ron Delight was in the CEO's office, the scene of the murder. After getting that blackmail letter, he must have been imbrued with utter rage. What are you saying? Imbrued with rage? Come on, don't tell me you didn't know it. Ron Delight was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard. Employee of KB Security. Looks like the alibi that saved him from being convicted of this crime is going to get the noose that gets him hanged. Kind of an anti-alibi. No way. He can't be the thief because he was at the murder scene when the murder occurred. No, that's a lie. It can't be true. Oh, but I am a thief, I tell you. That's why you want to get convicted of the thief charge, because it won't get you a murder charge. Ron Delight, you're going back to prison again. This time the charge is much more serious. This time you'll be tried for murder. What? This can't. It's impossible. I'm looking forward to another exciting showdown, Mr. Trite. You and I aren't through with each other yet. Surely you won't back down from a challenge. You've never been a coward. Mr. Nick, is there something personal between you two? I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. At least let me have some fun while I'm here. This guy, who the heck is he? He may be quiet, but he's the most dangerous enemy I've ever faced. Well then, time to say goodbye to Mr. Delight. Nick, how could this be happening? Right in front of our eyes, our clan has been arrested for murder. And the one who established his presence at the scene of it was me. Hey, Ronnie! Come here, Miss Delight. Won't be Miss Delight for long, but arrested for murder on the very same day he's declared innocent of larceny. What the heck is going to happen next? You know what? This could be bad. It could be worse. I'm just saying it would be oh so unfortunate if he got declared guilty and ended up hanging. Why are you still using hanging and whatever? Like, what the hell? Where's the lethal injection? Where's the electric chair? I mean, I'd probably get the chair at this point. This is like 2006. Probably a chair. You know, I'm glad we found the urn and all. But poor Mr. Delight got arrested again. Yeah, poor Mr. Delight. Well, supposedly Mr. Delight was in the CEO's office when the murder occurred. No way, Jose, I don't buy it. But the one who proved that Mr. Delight was there, it was Mr. Nick himself, at least for what I can understand. Looks like you did too good of a job this time, Nick. Well, how about we get started looking into KB's security murder? I think I'm gonna head back to Korean Village for a little while, if that's alright. Sure, but why? I'm gonna bring the sacred urn back and have some people take a look at it. Oh, that's a good idea. I think I'll go with... No, Mystic Maya, you should stay here. I want you two to spend some special time together, full of love and happiness. I'm gonna spend a lot of time at the hangout. Maybe Pearls is so caught up in her fantasy, she forgot there's a murder to solve. Sacred urn given to Pearl. No, remember, no fighting, okay? Oh, there will be fighting. She's gone. Okay, Nick, time to get going on this murder investigation. Yep. I suppose I can go to Damask Hideout. Because we all know I'm going here first. Oh, Nicky boy, Maya. Miss Delight. All I wanted to do was help my dear Ron. Yeah, but I guess it ended up hurting his case. Don't say that, Nick. She doesn't need your help beating herself up. Hey, Nicky boy, please help Ronnie. He's not a killer, I swear. My Ronnie wouldn't hurt a fly. Alright, I'll poke around and see what I can find out. Really? Are you serious? Oh, I'm so happy. I knew asking for your help was the right thing to do. I don't know what I can do to help anymore. I had no idea Miss Delight had such a vulnerable side. I love it. Listen carefully, Nicky boy. My Ronnie would never, ever kill anyone. It's just not in him. I don't think he would either, Nick. Yeah, but you have to admit he's got a bit of a temper to him. It's not that hard to imagine him just snapping and screaming, "Please die!" You'd never say that. Anyway, Miss Delight, he might not be a killer. But he's still going around saying that he's a thief. I told you, that's just a fantasy for him. Miss Delight, I hate to say it, but you're the one living in a fantasy world. What? How dare you say that to me, Nicky boy? I know everything about my Ronnie. We don't have any secrets between us. Ronnie isn't the thief type. He's so honest that he wouldn't even sneak a nap. He's so honest that he wouldn't even steal a glance. Thief, ha, the very idea. I'd steal a glance, probably. I guess I just don't get it. Get what? I just can't understand how they could be so different yet be so such a happy couple. I don't see how he landed her. He has to have some fucking blackmail on her. Yeah, they sure are different. Come on now, Nicky boy. It's not that mysterious, is it? It was love at first sight. For me, anyway. What? For you? Lucky bastard. I swear to God I'm gonna wring his neck. I hate these kinds of people more than anything. You mean ace detectives? No, I'm fine with ace detectives. Oh, so then you must mean thieves. No, they're all right too. I just hate thieves that pretend to be ace detectives. There's nothing I hate more than cowardly men. By the way, why did you go to Detective Atmay's office anyway? Well, as the trial went on, I started to get more and more nervous. I went there to try to find out more about the real criminal. The real criminal? Yeah, obviously, the real Master Mask is not my Ronnie, right? Yeah. And Detective Atmay knew more about Master Mask than anyone else. They mentioned him on the Great People of the Town segment on TV. So then you went there to ask him some questions? That's right, I'll do whatever it takes to save my man. His secretary said the ace detective isn't in right now. If I forced my way past her into his hideout. I wouldn't exactly call that office of his a hideout. That bag was slightly sitting right on top of the table. Oh yeah, we saw that back there yesterday too. There's nothing lower than someone who would try to pin a crime on someone else. Mr. Light, do you know about KB Security? Don't be silly, of course I do. That's where my Ronnie works. So she thinks he still works there, huh? Oh, that's right, according to what we heard today. Come on, don't tell me you didn't know it. Ron DeLight was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard. Yeah, there's a lot of was's there. But he quit, he doesn't work there anymore. Looks like Miss DeLight doesn't know. KB Security is only about 20 minutes away by motorcycle, that is. Well, you told me it takes 30 minutes by car. Yeah, she speeds. Well, I have to admit, I tend to fly pretty fast on my bike. To make it to KB Security that fast, are you sure you aren't literally flying? Why don't I give you a ride sometime? Or better yet, how about now? I'll give you a ride. No, I'll pass, thanks. Why don't you just tell us where it is and we'll go ourselves? I'm going with her. What a scaredy cat you are, Nick. Mr. Light told us the location is KB Security. Okay, let's head over there right away, Nick. Excuse you? We're getting some more information out of her. So was it really love at first sight when you first met Mr. DeLight? Well, maybe not at first sight, but Ronnie saved my life. Of fucking course he did. I hate him. Saved your life? I was at work one day when 2 robbers suddenly rushed in. Well, I'm not the kind of just to curl into a little ball in a corner, so I fought back. Robbers? Yeah, they took me hostage. I was so frightened. They're both carrying these huge knives and I broke down into tears. Yeah, I would too if I were in that situation. Oh, I think I get it. Did Mr. DeLight come running to save you? Yes, exactly. I remember he looked so handsome in that guard uniform of his. He went right up to those 2 knife-wielding robbers and screamed in their faces. Please, stop it, he screamed. I could see the robbers' faces turn pale. That high-pitched shriek of his does have a surprising strong effect on people. Why? Then crying and swinging his arms like crazy, he attacked the 2 robbers. All by himself, he came to save me, a total stranger, all by himself. He was so scared that he was crying and shaking, but he still risked his life for me. Wow, what a great story. He's such a lucky fucking bastard, I wanna fucking die. Yeah, he may not look it, but in a tough situation, there's no one better. I am better. That's why I fell in love with him like I did. Sniff, sniff. That's so romantic, I'd fall in love too, I guess. No! Nick, I hope you'll do the same for me if I ever get taken hostage. Yeah, I'll get right on that. Depends who else is around. With Maya, that possibility always seems to loom in the not-so-distant future. Oh. Why can't she be my partner? She's so sweet and so amazing. Ron. I already told you, it's not me. A sad, pitiful whine that tears into the tweeps into the silence, whatever. Sounds like they're interrogating Mr. Delight right now. Man, we don't have enough time as it is. Yeah, well, I guess the police are going crazy, just like we are. Yesterday, they thought he was just a thief, and now they got a murder case on their hands. I guess you're right. That guard over there looks a bit on edge, too. He looks the exact same. Come on, we'll just have to come back later. Okay, let's go check out some other place, Nick. Yeah, we're going to KB Security. Oh, this is interesting. The body was inside that, safe? So I guess this is where it all went down, huh? The walls in here look thick, just like you'd expect in a CEO's office. What has that got to do with anything? This is not what I expect a CEO office to look like. Hey, it's you guys. Oh, it's Detective Gumshoe. Today was a real train wreck for you guys, huh? Sure was, pal. That prosecutor made real fools of us. Yeah, I feel for you. Oh, that's not like you at all. I thought you'd be more like... Oh, that was great. You guys deserve what you deserved, pal. Ha ha ha. Or something to that effect. Do I really sound like that to you, pal? If the gumshoe fits? Well, anyway, the point is I can tell when someone puts their heart into their jobs. And I can sympathize when things don't go your way. Sometimes I feel like wrong is the only way things go for us detectives. Well, I had no idea Detective Gumshoe was such a nice guy. Now, if this love fest is over, maybe we can start investigating. What happened? Detective Gumshoe, tell us what you know about the murder. Okay, but the thing is, I'm really not supposed to. I don't care. Hey, come on. What about how we put our hearts into our work? Things are really working against us right now, and we need help. Okay, I'll tell you. Just don't start crying on me, okay, pal? Okay, I won't cry on you, pal. The victim's name is Kane Bullard. He was the CEO of KB Security and a pretty big fellow in his own right. His corpse was discovered at 9 a.m. this morning. His estimated time of death was 1 in the morning on October 12th. Cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head. Probably an object in this room. It happened exactly at the same time that Master Mask was stealing the urn, huh? Autopsy report added. So why did it take almost an entire day to discover the body? Because he was in a fucking safe. Apparently. That's a good explanation for that one. There's a good explanation for that one. Bullard's body was stashed away inside the safe. Safe? Well, it is pretty big. Nobody had heard from him, and when they opened the safe this morning, out he came. Oh, so the body fell out. That's why that white string must be the shape of where he fell out. It's really fucked. I think we still need some more information about Mr. Bullard. Maybe you could start by getting the man's name right. Bullard. So, what happened to Master Mask? He's at the detention center screaming like a madman. Investigate me again, he keeps yelling. Oh, no. I didn't mean him. He's not the real thief anyway, right? Oh, you mean that detective at me. Oh. That was great. What? That guy got what he deserved. Oh. Now that's the detective I know and love. Think about it. Amy was always always around when a calling card showed up. But he always mysteriously disappeared when the heist took place. I was hiding at the crime scene. Yeah, right. That's the lamest thing I've ever heard. That's how you just knew he was the thief. That would explain how he was able to retrieve the stolen item he keeps bragging about. He just did that to make himself look like a great detective and all. But there's this one thing I just can't figure out about his first heist. His first heist. Yeah, the Terror of Emanon case. There was a witness on that one. A witness? Here, I saved the newspaper clipping. Since the thief is already under arrest, you guys can keep it. Hey, this guard here, haven't I seen him somewhere before? It's pretty small, so it's hard to see, but now that she mentions it. I see. Swear to God if it's Larry. I think that's Ron. You can kind of see his weird curly hair right there. I think it's Ron. Prosecutor Godot. Oh, that prosecutor. I really don't like that guy. You don't like a lot of guys. The way he used our own evidence to frame Mr. Delight. Yeah, I think he did it. I think he did it that way just because he knew it would hurt more. That's what my gut tells me anyway. So who is that Java-addicted masked maniac anyway? Prosecutor Godot? He's quite the enigma, huh? The thing is, pal, I never even heard of the guy before. He just showed up one day at the prosecutor's office. Came out of nowhere. That's right, he said this was his first case as a prosecutor. And it's true, according to the records anyway, but... No way he's an amateur. He's an Iceman in court, a maverick that gave me goosebumps. Goosebumps, you? Yeah, I knew something was off about him, so I asked around. Nobody would talk to me, they all just turned the other way. Poor Detective Gumshoe. I had no idea you were so unpopular. Yeah, that has nothing to do with prosecutor. Well, no, that's not what I meant. That Godot guy acts like he knows me and has a grudge against me. I get the feeling he's hiding some kind of dark secret. It's actually Edgeworth's son. That'd get me all kinds of fucked up. I don't want to move. I'm gonna examine stuff. This rope. You think it fell out of the safe when it was open? I don't think so. So you mean... Yeah, I think this string shows that where and how the corpse was lying. You mean... The victim, he was killed being crushed by the safe door? She can't be serious, can she? What's in the safe? Ew, think about it. That guy was lying in here all night. Yeah. Oh, by the way, don't bother asking about fingerprints. There were none. Well, somebody opened the safe on the night of the crime, right? Yeah, and so? Well, if Mr. Bullett's body was hidden in there, it must mean that it was opened by either the killer or the victim, right? Yeah, I guess so. Oh, I got some bad news for you, pal. Are you ready? Okay, shoot. Opening this baby is no piece of cake. There are only a few people who know how to open this safe, pal. Yeah, and? Everyone knows how to open this. Not everyone knows how to open this airtight seal. Everyone except one, that is. I'm almost afraid to ask. Former security chief, Ron Delight. Of fucking course. What? Ron Delight? He was a security chief. Ron, so he knew how to open the safe, huh? Yeah, sorry for raining on your parade, pal. This must be the CEO's desk. It's a lot simpler than I would have thought. Hey, that looks like a super soft chair. Let me try it out. Just for a second. Ooh, nice. I feel just like a CEO. Hey, you. Whip me up a cup of some really expensive import tea and some scones. Move it. Ah, this is the life. The victim sat in that chair just before he was brutally killed, you know? Yeah. What's this giant binder? Check out this big, thick binder here. Leave that heavy lifting to me, Nick. Reading the file isn't exactly back-breaking work, just a little hard on the eyes. What do you find out, Nick? This file, it's not about any sort of security operations or anything. This huge file is all about this huge file is all about Mask to Mask. It's filled with info on him. What kind of info? It's filled with incredibly detailed information about his methods in the crime scenes. Hey Nick, look at this last page. It's a list where, let's see, tier of Emanon, $100,000. This looks like a list of all the treasures that Damask stole. So then $100,000 is the value of the stolen item? I don't know what that number sounds like. Kind of low to me. I think I'd better secretly make a copy of this list. I think what it probably is how much security detail they hired for it, not how much it was worth. I mean, I could be fucking wrong. I'm probably wrong. Can I check it? Yeah, Jewel, 100,000. Crown of Bongoria, 150,000. Left Hand of Hades, 248,000. Portrait of Magina, 500 grand. Oof. That's a lot of money. Panic button? Oh, there's a button here. Let's see. Hey, cut it out. Don't press that. That was pretty funny. I never knew Detective Gumshoe could jump like that. What's that button anyway? It's an emergency buzzer. It says it right here on the panel. Oops, you're right. It's written right there. Nick, how many times have I told you to read the instructions first? I didn't press it. You did. It's a launch connected to the basement guard room. It's used to summon security up here. Really? It's possible to deny the crime. Oh, so when the CEO was attacked, do you think that maybe you pressed the buzzer? Yeah, I thought about that, so I asked around down there. But they said that the buzzer never went off that night. Also, we couldn't find any fingerprints on the buzzer. Mr. Bullitt, the victim, wasn't wearing any gloves, by the way. Just so you know. I think we'd better go and talk to that guard about this emergency buzzer. There'd have been no reason for him not to. Picture. Wow, look at that huge frame photo. Tall mountains rising majestically against the dark, cloudy sky. There's a title written at the bottom of the photo. The greatest sunrise of my life. This is it. Was his best sunrise? Either this guy didn't get out much, or he had a really rotten luck with the weather. Maybe if he'd lived a little longer, he would have seen some better days. Fucking too soon. Jesus. Let's look at this thing. These look like some kind of bookshelf/rolling cabinet hybrid. I couldn't get in between those two shelves. Don't strain yourself trying. It looks like the shelves are controlled by a special panel. So I guess it's one shelf at a time, huh? Looks like they're filled with bunches of files. Yeah, files filled with data about security jobs they were hired to handle. It'd be a good night's reading if you've got insomnia. I was hoping for something a little more exciting, like UFOs or something. Can I control it by that panel now? No. Anything else? Is it just the desk? Yeah, it's just the desk. It seems like all we're getting out from here right now, except if I present a bunch of stuff to Gumshoe. But I kinda don't want to do that right now, so... Let's see if we can't go to the exhibit hall. See if Adrian's waiting up for us. The treasures Aquarian exhibit is all ruined now. I'm sorry. It's just so sad. This is our big chance for everyone to learn about spirit channeling. Maybe I can cheer her up somehow. Well, now that we've got the sacred urn back, maybe they can reopen it. Really? Sure, maybe we can label it the Urn of Master's Desires. That'd probably attract a lot of attention. Whoa! Whoa, whoa! That's brilliant, Nick. You could clean up and be filthy rich. Woohoo! Wow, that was surprisingly easy. Good lord.